My name is Dr. James Bui. I am the Chief Executive Officer of Amica Savings and Credit, a SACCO that has been in operation since the 60s, when it was started by the coffee farmers in the district of Muranga, that is currently Muranga County. And the institution was started with the main objective of serving the coffee farmers and the farmers in general of this Muranga County, and especially offering the banking services. And so today we have we changed our name in 2016 from the then Murata SACCO that was focused on mainly the farmers. And today we serve not only the farmers, but also the business people. We also serve the people who are salaried and every other Kenyan who is in gainful employment, whether they are self-employed or they are employed by someone or an organization. We serve every Kenyan. And so that is what we do. We give them banking services, we help them to save, and we help them to support them in taking loans so that they can put up their businesses, or they can boost their businesses, or they can buy land to build their homes, or whatever else that they may want to do. We are there to support every Kenyan, especially the Kenyan of Muranga County, to become a better person. We are actually supporting the county government during this conference because this institution was started by, as I said, by the people of Muranga for the people of Muranga. And the people of Muranga do not necessarily live in Muranga. And what we have seen the county government do is that they have invited every Muranga person from wherever they are, whether they are living within Muranga County or outside. And we have very many people living outside. Outside, I mean they live in Kiabu, they live in Nyandarua, they live in Kenyatta, they live outside the country. These people are being invited by the county government of Muranga to come and attend this conference. And this will not have come at a better time because as Amica also, we have also been looking for this person of Muranga, because these are people who were educated courtesy of this institution. And so we have been looking for them to come back home and build their county. And the way to come back home is through an institution like Amica. They bring their savings at Amica. They come and invest in Amica, and we shall give them very good returns, competitive returns. They come and borrow from Amica, and we'll give them very reasonable interest rates. Our interest rates are better than what you can find in the market, especially when you compare with what banks offer. We are much better. And so by them coming to support this institution, which is a homegrown institution, what we'll be doing is that we'll be bringing the money of Muranga back home. And by doing that, we will be helping them to achieve their objectives in life, to be able to finance their goals in life. And you know, the reason why everybody works is because they have goals in life that they want to fulfill. They want to educate their children, they want to do business, they want to invest, they want to, whatever it is that they want to do, and we want to help them do that. As we do that, we shall be creating employment, either directly or indirectly. Right now, Amica employs permanent staff about 200. And we also have about another over 100 commission-based staff. Those are over 300 people. Now, if Amica was not existing, where would this child of Muranga be working? And so, if we make Amica a bigger institution, we'll create more employment opportunities, and you know how difficult it is even with the government to create jobs. We shall also be creating other jobs that are indirect. When you give you money to go and do business or boost your business, we are also making you be employed, either self-employed or employ one or two other people into gainful employment. And so that is really what we want to do, and we want really to interact with the person of Muranga. we'll be offering to them our savings product, especially what we call the investor savings product, which has a return of 10%. And a return of 10% is better than most of the returns you can get from most of the investments. Like I know many people from this region love putting up rental houses. When you compare the return from a rental house with the return from this account, it is much better. And you have seen Kenyans are really getting into what we call money market fund. And by investing here, this is just like you're investing in a money market fund, because this is money that you can later withdraw when you want to withdraw it, and giving you a return irrespective of how much money you have been able to put in. And so, and again, if for people who really like putting money for rental houses, it's unaffordable to the ordinary Kenyan, because you must have a lot of money to buy land, you must have a lot of money to actually put up the building. But even when you put it up, you might not get the kind of rental income you are looking for. You might not also get tenants that you are looking for. Those tenants might not even be paying your rent in good time. And therefore, we are giving them an alternative. And so we are calling upon the people of Murang'a, wherever they are, to actually come and support a SACCO. And by doing that, remember, it means because our SACCO is mainly within Murang'a, all this money will be circulating within the county. Remember, if today you are putting money in a bank, even in Murang'a, that money the next day, it can be borrowed by somebody in Kilifi, or somebody in Eldoret, or somebody in Kisumu. But when you put in money into Amica SACCO, chances are it is going to be borrowed by somebody within the county, and that money will be circulating around here. Whatever returns we get, again, we pay that money out as interest or dividends. Again, that money circulates within the county. So we will be dealing with the issue of capital flight from the county by supporting Amica SACCO, because it's a local financial institution.
I want first and foremost to thank the Murang'a County Government. Murang'a County Government, who are already in the position of hosting a lot of investors and traders on diverse issues, and mainly agriculture. They are doing great. And we feel, we as Murang'a Farmers Cooperative Union, very much at home with the kind of directions the county government is taking. I congratulate our Excellency the Governor for the kind of steps, for the kind of concern he have shown on matters confirming our going better.
We are here at Murang'a Coffee Mills, and this is a coffee mill constructed to mill Murang'a coffee farmers' coffee. And the genesis of the mill is tied to the coffee reforms that we all know about, because the spirit of the coffee reforms was to have farmers own their process. That is, produce their coffee, mill their coffee, and market their own coffee. So when the reform started, we knew we needed to align ourselves. And in 2021, we began the journey of constructing this mill. The mill was officiated last year by our then Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, and we began working. Essentially, the purpose of this mill is to mill parchment coffee from our farmers. We have the history that we are an apex body as a union of our 51 to 57 cooperative societies in the county. And so what we did here is to dignify the farmers by ensuring that they have a place that they can bring their coffee. But more than that, the mill offers a lot of transparency because farmers own this. The union is owned by farmers by shareholding and affiliation. So when they bring their coffee here, the coffee is home. They can come here, they can watch us mill the coffee, grade the coffee, they walk around their own property, and they feel that ownership. And so we are proud to have brought this on board. But in the process then, the union, in terms of its operation, is to manage the societies, the entire coffee value chain. And what the union has done is to position them itself. And within the last, if I would go back to within the last 1 to 2 years, is that the union has been ensuring that its structures are ready to receive the coffee, mill it for their farmers, and prepare it for the market. And we've done pretty well. In the last 1 year, when we started operations, we've milled coffee for more than 18 societies and 30 estate farmers. Coffee that has been milled with the highest speed, precision, and efficiency, and we'll be hearing it also from farmers. And what we did is that our farmers have realized that closer home, they have an institution that cares for them, that is theirs, that they are part of. And what we are doing for our farmers is to ensure within the entire county we have agrovets or shops that we sell farm inputs for our farmers. The farm inputs are highly subsidized and they are genuine from the main companies. That is to ensure, again, farmers get the right input and they get them on time. But beside that, and the purpose of having the mill ready is to ensure we can aggregate our coffee. The purpose of aggregating means you aggregate, then you can prepare it for the market together. Milling coffee for our farmers also means one thing, that in terms of grade realization, there is no doubt. Farmers can come and watch as we mill, as we grade. In the last 1 year, we have noticed a sharp increase. We are yet to establish whether it's an increase or it's a declaration in terms of our premium grading declarations. It's been done previously by the different millers, commercial millers, but what we heard our farmers confess this time around is that they've realized premium grades that they never thought they produce. And that tells you in terms of transparency, because that's where you begin to lose your coffee money right at the mill. Because if you don't realize the right grades, then what you take to the market then differ from the genuine position. So for this mill, farmers can be sure, because they come here, they watch as we mill, as we bag the coffee, they are free. It's their mill. I indicated earlier that these mills belong to them.
So we promise to adhere to what has happened in the short history of Muranga farmers milling coffee and selling their coffee. This is something we have already embraced. This is something we are going to stick to and improve day after day, to see that what was invested by our forefathers, putting up the union together, which still starts, is benefiting, even if not them, their grandchildren or others. We are asking even our farmers, plant more coffee. Recently, we can see situations where coffee is going to other places and people have discovered the need to have coffee. We in Muranga Union are also propagating that. We have our nurseries here. Last time, by the entry of, by the beginning of these lanes, we had over about 200,000 seedlings. This is all gone. Still come to us for more. Those who want more, we can make arrangements. Get in touch with us, because our seedlings are CRI certified in all areas. Grafting, all that done by the CRI. What we have done since that time is working to see that we are aligned. We have what it takes. We are in this journey, we are in this bus. So what we are saying here at the union is, and particularly to the farmers in Muranga County, just like you are hearing the country, the prices of coffee are good. Coffee farming has gone to another level. Coffee marketing has gone to another level. Come back and join us, because this is your institution. We have spent this money for the benefit of Muranga farmers, not anybody else. Come and give us your coffee, help us, let's aggregate our coffee. It is only by aggregating that we shall be able to achieve the meaning and the main cause of the reforms.
I want to say that we are very grateful for Muranga County Governor Kenyatta for having arranged this conference. because Murang'a is one of the counties that is leading in tea production within the KTDA ecosystem. Murang'a County has 10 factories and produce about 200 million kg of green leaf every year, out of which we make about 52 million kilograms of made tea. And last year alone, the volume that we created had an output of revenue creation of about 18.5 billion. So Murang'a County, therefore, is leading among all the 21 counties that we grow tea in the Republic of Kenya. And it becomes very important for Murang'a County to have a showcase in Murang'a Tea Conference in terms of investment. Murang'a County has about over 80,000 growers who produce the volume that we do of green leaf. And therefore, the tea industry contributes a lot in terms of employment and the creation of wealth within the county. And therefore, it becomes very important to have very good partners in the process of tea making. Of course, as KTDA, in this particular time, we're on a transformation agenda to transform the tea industry into a better industry, better paying than any other sector, if possible. So we have a determination from the national level to transform the KTDA ecosystem to pay farmer the best ever that can be. Therefore, the transformation has a principle that we want to apply effective from this year of farmers first, and no farmer should be left behind. Having congratulated the governor for this particular initiative, we hope that the KTDA system members within the county will be able to showcase their case to possible investors in the green field. We wish to attract investors who can invest in renewable energies, because renewable energy is one of the areas that we are focusing on. And we are also very strong on social enterprises that we wish to enter into. The tea factories have a lot of they have a lot of land that requires to be utilized, and these lands are underutilized. We wish to create revenue streams from these assets that are idle. In terms of growth with the county, we have formed a partnership with Murang'a County for collaboration in terms of investments. We have formed a vehicle within the 10 tea factories to collaborate with the county, which we have named Fortihol Holdings, which is owned 100% by the 10 tea factories. This is to harness and collectively invest with the collaboration and partnership with Murang'a County towards what we call value addition from the made tea that we make every year, which now contributes about 18 billion last year to the county. We wish now to focus on collective investment with the collaboration with the Murang'a County.
My name is Gidenji Mwangi. I'm a board member with KTDA and also a chairman of Gera Tea Factory, a factory in Murang'a County. This time we are here with the directors of Murang'a, of all the tea factories. I would like to appreciate His Excellency, the Governor of Murang'a County, for considering to have an investment forum whereby as the tea factories, we partnered with them to showcase our tea, because in Murang'a we are making about almost 50 million kgs a year, and we want to showcase our production. And these 50 million kgs of mint tea, which is in different grades. We have the PF1s, the BP1s, the PDs, dust, orthodox, and even the specialty teas. We're looking forward to this forum to showcase our potential. Okay, in this investment forum, we look forward to inviting investors, especially in the value addition segment. And as I said, from these 50 million kgs a year, we look forward to investors who can assist us in doing the tea extractions, which is the newest technology in the tea industry. And we need to add value to our tea, which are for the benefit and to increase the remuneration given to our farmers. Number two, we would also like to invite investors in logistics, because these 50 million kgs a year, we require to partner with the logistics companies that will deliver our tea to the various destinations in the world. And also like to invite investors in the commodity funding, those investors who can invest in Muranga and give us the funding to assist move our commodities to the various destinations. And if you check, our goal is we've been doing bulk teas, and our target is to have 40% of our teas value added. So we'd also like to invite investors in tea machinery, and in that case we are looking forward to having a common user facility for our 10 factories in Muranga, whereby we can do our value addition, we can do our blending of tea. And in that case, when we do that, we want to combine it with the logistics company, and now combine again now with the buyers of this tea. And when we do that, we promise our farmers that the future is bright once we make these steps. And once we do these things, we want to change our farmers, being the producers, to be the price makers and not the price givers. And once we achieve that, we'll achieve the common objective of remunerating our farmers very well.
We thank the government of Murang'a County through His Excellency Governor Kenyatta, because when we approached them as Murang'a factories, they agreed to give us 100 acres of land for investment in the Murang'a Investment Park. That will help us a lot to put up a common user facility for the 50 million kilograms of tea, which we are saying by 2030 we should be processing 40% of our teas as value-added teas. So that will be a lot of assistance to us. Also, the governor has agreed to partner with us. He's going to take some of our directors to US and the others to China to meet with the investors and to see what the investors are doing down there. So the investment conference will be of a lot of help us to reach other markets.
CPF Group comprises the investment companies of our 4 pension funds here in Kenya, starting with the oldest scheme, Lab Trust, which was established in 1920s, followed by the County Pension Fund, which was established in 2011, and the CPF Individual Pension Fund, which was established in 2012, and also the Taifa Pension Fund, which is the newest baby on the block as a shareholder and investor in CPF Financial Services.
So the first 4 schemes are basically internal, which is Lab Trust, Lab Trust is a scheme which has a very long legacy dating back to 1929 in terms of establishment. It's a scheme which was housing former local authorities, which again transited into counties, of course, before the establishment of the second scheme, which is called County Pension Fund. County Pension Fund is the scheme which has been designated for counties for purpose of providing retirement benefits for county employees. And then we have CPF IPP, which has been adopted mostly by state officers. These are guys who are on 5-year contract at the county level, the likes of members of county assembly, the CECs, the governor himself. These are guys who are in terms of their terms of service, they are mostly on gratuity. Taifa is a scheme designated for any other person who will want to secure his retirement with us, who doesn't have any occupational scheme, or rather they are also employers who have chosen Taifa as the scheme for purpose of securing pension for their employees. In terms of companies, we now have around 8 companies that does different things. Maybe just to mention a few, we have CPF Financial Services, which is well known to many. CPF Financial Services has a retirement benefits license to do pension administration services. Yeah, that's the first company, which of course was established, and it has seen in establishment of other entities. We have a company called Leisure Insurance Brokers, who have IRA license to provide insurance brokerage services. So they do provide insurance services both internally within the group, as well as externally to even other players who might perhaps be interested in taking an insurance product. So the third company is called Lesser Property Services Limited, which does property management services. Is a company registered under Estate Agents Act to provide professional management of properties. So Lesser has been able to manage our in-house properties, as well as also manage properties for external clients. And Lesser has also been heavily involved in conceptualizing many of the signature projects that we've been able to do as a group. So that's the third company. The fourth company is called LITES, L-I-T-E-S. It's an acronym for Lesser Infrastructure and Technology Solution. This is the technology arm of our business, which basically provides 2 key services on the IT and the energy side. So we do run or we've developed an ERP system which runs on Microsoft Business Central. So they've developed a system internally for our use for purpose of pension administration. So they've developed a system for us, and then they're also heavy in terms of renewable energy. A few years ago, we were contracted by Kenya Power to roll out last mile project in the coastal counties, around 4 of them. This was a company which was majorly involved in that particular project. So we also under the same company, we also do a lot of solarization, providing solar as an alternative energy solution to companies, individuals, and even corporates. So that's our fourth company. Our fifth company is called CPF Asset Management, which has CMA license to provide wealth management solutions. This is a fairly new company that we established a few years ago, and it has already surpassed $1 billion mark in terms of the assets under management. The other company is called CPF Management Services Limited, which is a transaction advisory arm of our business. As you noted, you must have heard about our transaction with Homa Bay County, where we are doing for them county headquarters. That particular transaction had to be structured in such a way that it's investment ready for pension fund to participate. So that particular company, CPF Management Services Limited, was principally responsible in structuring that particular transaction. There are other schemes which we've also help a number of institutions to establish. For example, the caucus of water service providers, WASPA. They have we've helped them set up a WASPA pension plan, which is designated now to be the scheme hosting all the water companies. I think they are currently around 83 water companies in Kenya. So all the employees are then designated into that particular scheme. So those are some of the schemes which we manage. Of course, other than that, we also manage other external schemes. One such scheme is one of the largest and the fastest growing pension funds in Kenya, which is called Public Service Superannuation Scheme. We do provide pension administration for them. Of course, other than that, we also provide pension administration to many other private sector players. SALI is a sub-fund of a county pension fund, which operates on the principles of ethical investments. In other words, a SALI member is a member who doesn't believe in, first of all, getting what we call or earning interest out of money. SALI members believe that money cannot generate money, but money needs to be channeled into an underlying investment, and the profit which comes out of the underlying investment is what is distributed to the principal investors of that particular fund. So SALI is currently worth around 5 billion in terms of asset under management, and it's really growing at a very, very fast pace. I think the myth we want to remove out of SALI is that it's not a fund meant for the Muslim community. It's a fund meant for anybody who believes in ethical investment. The other one which I needed to mention about, which I think has been the talk in town, is the Post-Retirement Medical Fund, PRMF. PRMF, the way it operates is that during your working life, you have a phase which is called accumulation phase, where you contribute money into a fund whose governance structure is similar to a pension fund, where you have a fund manager on one side, a custodian on the other side, and an administrator, which is ourselves, on the other side. So these resources are professionally managed until that time when you hit, perhaps when you exit your pension fund or when you retire, you can then use the accumulated amount for purpose of securing your lifetime medical cover.